The UK really is starting to feel like a lawless place. I often see shocking incidents happening all around us, and that's only the stuff that gets recorded and posted on social media. We're living in a time where knife crime and stabbings are becoming alarmingly common. These incidents just keep happening, one after another, and it seems like there's no end in sight. In today's video, we're going to take a look at some truly shocking parts of the footage that recently surfaced on social media. This clip captures a stabbing incident in broad daylight, involving migrants as CCTV released of another culturally enriching stabbing in broad daylight in Sparkhill, Birmingham. Of course, we will take a look at it, whilst also going over all of the latest news from up and down the country. But first, hit the like button and subscribe to the channel and join our fast-growing community. Just a quick one to say we have new Stuck Farmer t-shirts available on our store. Go grab them now. They are available at britishstand.com or check the link in the description. CCTV footage has circulated online of migrants fighting and one individual being stabbed. For obvious reasons, we can't show the actual whole incident due to the policies. However, we can describe it and show some parts of the footage. The alteration starts with two men heading over to each other and engaging in a verbal exchange, and then starting to fight. Two other migrants jump in, and it's 3-on-1 situation, where the three beat the guy before he falls to the floor. Following this, one man gets a knife out and then proceeds to stab the man on the floor, before it's broken up. The fight is broken up by a shopkeeper, and it's understood he was unaware that a knife was involved and is now being branded as a hero. The victim, said to be in his 20s, was taken to hospital where his injuries were said to be not life-threatening. Meanwhile, police investigators have been carrying out house-to-house inquiries and capturing CCTV to help us find those responsible. They said they are aware of footage which has been circulating online and have been reviewing it. Detective Inspector Tony Holl from our CID said, "This was a vicious attack, and it's lucky that the victim was not more seriously injured. We know there were people in the area at the time who have not yet spoken to us, and we'd ask them to come forward as soon as possible." Tackling knife crime is a priority for us, and we have a team working to establish why this happened and who was involved. Anyone with information can contact us. What are your thoughts? Let me know in the comments. In some other news, thousands of farmers have had the go-ahead from police to hold a large-scale demonstration in London. After mass confusion, they were being blocked from doing so. Confusion arose when the National Farmers Union told farmers not come to London on the 19th of November because their mass lobby of MPs event had reached the 1,800 members limit already. Outrage ensued, led by Jeremy Clarkson, who asked if Just Stop Oil or Palestine protesters would be treated in the same way. But farmers Ollie Harrison and Clive Bailey have confirmed a larger breakaway event has received permission from the Met Police after lengthy talks. Harrison, a cereal farmer from Cheshire, said, "The NFU event can only take 1,800 registered members. There are far more people than that travelling to London. We've been meeting with the Met to find a focal point for them to go to. We'll let everyone know the route and more details when we have them." Clive Bailey confirmed the separate demo, saying, "There are many other farmers desperate for a way to send a clear message to the government of just how damaging this will be to family farms, the rural community, and our great British countryside." The demo is in response to Chancellor Rachel Reeves slapping a 20% inheritance levy on previously exempt family farms worth more than £1 million from April 2026. The move triggered fierce debate, with the Treasury claiming it would affect only 27% of farms, but the NFU stating the figure was closer to 66%. Critics have pointed to Labour's repeated assurances, pre-election they would not touch farmers' inheritance tax, and the fact £500 million, the amount the Treasury predicts to raise, is a paltry figure that could only fund the NHS for 1 day and 5 hours. Many see it as an ideological attack from an urban elite on a section of society they perceive to be Range Rover driving millionaires. Further details have since emerged from the budget, showing how Labour are shafting farmers, namely slapping tax on double cab pickups, the workhorse vehicle of many agricultural workers, and scaling back subsidies. Details of the larger breakaway demo are still emerging, but organisers want there to be a focus on British food. They have asked those coming to contribute towards a mass food bank donation, hopefully the single biggest food bank donation of British food ever, to demonstrate and remind everyone that feeding people is what we do. We are working with charities to coordinate collection points. More details will follow, along with other plans being made for the day. The last large-scale rural protests in London were held by the Countryside Alliance in 2002, when over 400,000 rural folks marched for liberty and livelihood, namely in response to the Blair government's hunting ban. Commenting on the planned farmer demo, a spokesperson for the CA said, "The currency of political demonstration has changed fundamentally since the original countryside marches, but for farmers who feel they have no other avenue, you can see why they'd want to voice their upset through peaceful protest. This isn't a political game. This involves real people, and there is a growing view that many in Whitehall just don't get it. We would, however, strongly advise against any activity that risks undermining the huge public support that exists for our farmers." While the organisers are stressing for the protest to remain above board, farmers have been vociferous online, with some calling for a tractor, go-slow event. Others have called to stop food leaving their farms, emptying supermarkets of food, and even spreading slurry on roads. Clive Bailey added, "All those planning to attend, please register so we can keep in touch replans, times, locations, routes, and work with police to ensure everyone's safety, etc. You don't even need to be a farmer. Everyone, young and old, we want this to be a family event, who supports UK farmers or is concerned about the effect on rural communities and economy is welcome." Farmers are also calling for celebrity appearances at the event after many famous faces attacked the government for their policy. Lastly, Princess Kate has been confirmed to be stepping out this weekend for Remembrance Sunday, as she joins the royal family. Buckingham Palace has confirmed that Kate, who was diagnosed with cancer earlier this year, will join her family this weekend in London to commemorate Remembrance Sunday. Regarding Remembrance Sunday, the palace added, "The King and members of the royal family will attend the annual Remembrance Day service at the Cenotaph on Remembrance Sunday. The Prince and Princess of Wales, the Duke and Duchess of Edinburgh, the Princess Royal and Vice Admiral Sir Tim Lawrence, the Duke and Duchess of Gloucester, and the Duke of Kent will also attend the service." What are your thoughts on what we discussed in today's video? Let me know down in the comments section below. If you've not yet already, make sure you do drop a like on this video and subscribe to the channel for more British political content. Thank you, take care, goodbye.